इमेजिन दिस, आप एक मीटिंग रूम में एंटर करते हो. एवरीबडी देयर लुक्स इम्प्रेसिव, बिग डिग्रीज, परफेक्ट इंग्लिश, कॉन्फिडेंट प्रेजेंटेशंस एंड फिर भी within just few minutes one person silently takes control of the room, not because he's the smartest, not because he has the biggest qualification, not because he understands something that most people never truly learn. How people think, how decisions are actually made. The uncomfortable truth is, real life doesn't always reward only the most qualified person. It doesn't. It rewards the person who understands people. And interestingly, ये lessons कॉलेज में रेयरली ही सिखाए जाते हैं. नॉट इवन इन दी सम ऑफ द वर्ल्ड्स टॉप बिजनेस स्कूल्स. और आज हम Welcome, my name is Sukhpreet Singh Gyani and you're watching the channel Unfiltered Book Talk. No spoilers, just the core review, the raw, honest truth about books. If it is on my shelf, it's getting a straightforward review. Let's talk about books. और आज हम बात करेंगे एक ऐसी ही लेजेंडरी बुक की जो एग्जैक्टली इसी हिडन रियलिटी को एक्सप्लेन करती है. We are talking about is What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School, written by Mark H. McCormack. अब टाइटल में हार्वर्ड देखकर ऐसा लग सकता है कि ये बुक सिर्फ MBA स्टूडेंट्स या कॉर्पोरेट प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए होगी. Honestly, this book goes far beyond business schools. इसके लेसन्स लीडरशिप में यूजफुल हैं, कम्युनिकेशन में यूजफुल हैं, डिसीजन मेकिंग में यूजफुल हैं, एंड इवन इन एवरीडे लाइफ टू. इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस टू नो द ऑथर. Mark H. McCormack was the founder of IMG, one of the world's largest sports management companies. He worked with legendary names such as Arnold Palmer, Tiger Woods, और डिकेड्स ऑफ रियल वर्ल्ड एक्सपीरियंस के बाद उन्होंने एक इंपॉर्टेंट चीज रियलाइज की. वो क्या है? सक्सेस सिर्फ थ्योरी से नहीं आता. हाउ राइट ही इज. रियल सक्सेस कम फ्रॉम पीपल स्किल्स, जजमेंट, इंस्टिंक्ट्स एंड एक्सपीरियंस. इंटरेस्टिंगली, द बुक वाज फर्स्ट पब्लिश्ड इन 1984 एंड ऑलमोस्ट 4 decades लेटर इसके जो लेसन्स हैं वो आज भी आई वुड से दे आर मोर रेलेवेंट नाउ, बिकॉज टेक्नोलॉजी चेंज हो सकती है, बिजनेस मॉडल्स इवॉल्व हो सकते हैं, बट ह्यूमन बिहेवियर, ट्रस्ट, कम्युनिकेशन, ये चीजें ज्यादा नहीं बदलती. ऑथर हमें इस बुक में पावरफुल लेसन्स देते हैं. सो सबसे पहला लेसन जो वो टच अपॉन करते हैं उसे हम कहते हैं people matter more than strategy. He says business is not only about numbers, it is about people. You may have the best strategy in the world, but if you fail to understand people, relationships, and emotions, that strategy may never succeed. मार्क मैकॉर्मिक हमें बार बार इस बुक के अंदर ये चीज कहते हैं, रीड बॉडी लैंग्वेज, अंडरस्टैंड इंटेंशंस, ऑब्जर्व बिहेवियर केयरफुली, बिल्ड जेन्युइन रिलेशनशिप्स, बिकॉज डील्स आर नॉट ट्रूली क्लोज्ड ऑन पेपर, दे आर क्लोज बिटवीन पीपल. Imagine 2 candidates entering an interview. One has perfect answers. The other simply understands the room better. At the time, the second person leaves a stronger impression. And honestly, ये lesson सिर्फ business तक limited नहीं है. It applies in careers, leadership, administration, and above all, even in personal lives. The thing that the author talks about is street smart versus book smart. Business schools teach theories, models and frameworks, बट लाइफ में ये फ्रेमवर्क्स बहुत कम काम करते हैं, क्योंकि whatever is there in store for us is perhaps messy, it is certainly unpredictable, and sometimes incomplete too. So Mark McCormack यहाँ पे highlight करते हैं the importance of being a street smart. So when he says street smart, उसके कुछ traits, कुछ खूबियां भी वो हमें समझाते हैं. He says knowing when to speak, knowing when to stay silent, and understand timing, and above all, sensing opportunities, because in real world instinct and timing often outperform pure intelligence. This is what he teaches us under what he calls it as street smart.
This quarter's figures are unacceptable. We are hemorrhaging capital.
You can't blame the division heads for the market downturn.
We must have seen कि कई बार the smartest person in the room still loses opportunities, not because of lack of knowledge, because they fail to read people and situations, and शायद इसीलिए practical experience इतना important हो जाता है. Important चीज एक और I would say important चीज वो जो यहाँ पे हमें introduce करते हैं, that is first impressions and perception. Another powerful idea discussed in this book is people judge you quickly. Before you even begin speaking, people form impression about your confidence, your attitude, and even your credibility. Author यहाँ हमें बताते हैं कि presentations matter, confidence matters, and even small details matter, because perception often becomes reality. People often decide whether to trust you before even you begin speaking. If people trust you, opportunities open. If they don't, even talent may struggle. एक और चीज जिसके साथ कि we in our corporate life or in our daily life we struggle is decision making. So our author teaches us something what I can call it as decision making under uncertainty. In classrooms, you are usually given complete information before making decisions. But in real life, it doesn't work that way. Most decisions are made under uncertainty. And despite incomplete clarity, you still move forward. So McCormack teaches us and he advises us and he says, do not wait endlessly for perfect information. Learn to take calculated risks. Develop confidence in your judgment. Because successful decisions perfect clarity के साथ नहीं लिए जाते. Imagine a leader waiting endlessly to get all the information. I am saying all out here, all what he thinks is all. But by the time that information arrives, the opportunity may have already gone. That is why many important decisions are taken with courage, judgment, and experience. अच्छा, एक और कारण why this book feels so practical, because ये real life experiences के साथ filled है और उनको जो बताने का ढंग हमारे author ने adopt किया है, that keeps you engrossed till the end of the book. At the same time, the book is important because it is not just theory. It is a lived wisdom. And our author reminds us that mistakes are lessons, failures are teachers, Experience is often the best MBA. And perhaps that is why this book still connects with readers even decades later. Because experience based wisdom rarely becomes outdated. Now, coming to why should you read this book? The prime reason, because ये उन lessons की बात करती है जो many education systems आज भी properly नहीं सिखाते. And this book talks about how to think in real situations, how to understand people, how to communicate effectively, how to handle uncertainty, and how to succeed beyond your academics. ये बुक हर एक के लिए है. आप अगर 60 साल के हैं तब भी आप ये बुक पढ़ सकते हैं. मैंने ये बुक 1994 में पढ़ी थी. And then I gifted a copy of this book to my son when he was 22 years old. Because I feel that this book is even for students and professionals. This book prepares us for real world challenges. This book is even great for our students who are preparing for competitive examinations, especially for those aspiring for those who are UPSC aspirants, because it helps in understanding leadership, decision making, emotional intelligence, human behavior. And these ideas are especially useful for personality development, interview preparation, and somebody who has opted for a paper on ethics in UPSC. So this book has relevance for everyone. Perhaps the biggest takeaway from this book is simple. Success is not only about what you know, it is how effectively you apply it in the real world. And to conclude, I would say this book tells us degrees may open doors, but people skills decide how far you go. So that was another episode of Unfiltered Book Talk. When I look at the data, what YouTube provides me, I find there are many viewers, almost 20%, who are non-subscribers. मेरी उनसे रिक्वेस्ट है काइंडली आप सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और जो सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं वो हमारे साथ जुड़े रहें. एंड प्लीज़ feel free to like the video if you like the content, and please share your comments, not only about the book, maybe even about your anchor. It would help us prepare even better. See you next time with yet another book that has inspired many. Take care. Thanks a ton. God bless you all.